Alright, so D2, unfortunately, we lose to the handlock really weirdly against the Paladin. Now, Paladin against Druid and Paladin against Warrior. We know that these are good matchups, right? I mean, judging from last series, we also saw that Paladin was really, really good against Druid, especially especially Firebat baiting out the silence with the Blood Knight. Like, it's insane. The other way. But once again, like, remember Harrison on the muster for battle is actually insanely huge.
Yeah,
and I wonder if you can play around that. Like, one would think that you can play around that thing, like being the Paladin, right? For example, you pick Paladin and you muster, and your opponent can Harrison Jones. Maybe there is some way that you can play around.
Yeah. You know, if you play on turn 3, how many charges can you use before the Harrison can come out? I think you can use 2 or 3, depending on who has the coin. Another thing you can do is maybe you can combo on turn 8 with the Quartermaster, and then if you do get Harrison, then they don't have enough mana to brawl as well, and you can kind of threaten lethal or something. So
but
maybe
early game with the muster is just so strong against the warrior, right? You ask him basically to show me the whirlwind, show me the death spite and stuff like that, right?
And look at Firebat's hand; it's a disaster.
It is pretty insane, but hopefully he drops. I mean, the Paladin does draw a lot of low drops, right?
The Armor Smith is like a dude slayer.
The Armor Smith is exactly a dude slayer, but remember Firebat does run double BGH. Wait, is it in the Paladin? Or is
I think we saw handlock with double BGH.
Alright, so maybe not.
I'm not sure. Maybe he also has it in Paladin.
That's right. So here it's just gonna be armor up, pretty simple. Blood Knight is, I guess it does contest it, but you're not really in a hurry, I'm assuming. And just like you said, D2 does have the Harrison ready, so something like a muster would be really, really bad here.
Yeah, Firebat decides to play it kind of safe and not drop one of his 3/3s into the Fiery War Axe. But, you know, unfortunately, the Dude Slayer's just taking out all his early game is being countered by this one Armor Smith, so...
Well, here's something to do. A shielded mini bot on turn 4 with a dude. Not the best way to deal with the board right now, especially with the axe and the Armor Smith does just trade for the Divine Shield. So I guess you just hit the dude and leave the Divine Shield up.
This does give the Blood Knight a target as well.
Right. But... oh, look at that. I think the sword is so important here. You have to... oh, is this a slight misplay? This is a slight misplay, I think, because you are going to kill the Armor Smith, right?
I guess. There's kind of not too much of a point in not, but, you know, now you might just go for face. But still, I do think it's a misplay because... you're not really gaining anything, right? Like, the amount of damage you do extra is just countered by, you know what I mean? Like...
right. Good Armor Smith anyways, right?
Yeah, exactly, so...
well, Harrison is going to come down here on the True Silver. I mean, usually when that happens, you're not really that sad about it anyways. And D2 does actually hit the Armor Smith on the shielded mini boss, so that attack by Firebat actually gave him a little momentum. It's these small victories that, I guess, when you power them up, wins the game, right?
I'm actually not so sure about the True Silver move last turn, because you have to think that, I mean, you know Warrior is not running any Divine Shields, and I think that was his only turn to play Blood Knight effectively, maybe. Even though the Blood Knight move instead of True Silver would mean that Darklight draws 2 cards instead of 1, you get to develop a 6/6, which is very important, maybe.
Okay. So here, the outdoor goes on the Harrison, which is quite good, because if you're going to outdoor a big creature, why not just BGH it, right? So this is one of the minions which are in the middle, that you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, it's like these 5 attack minions are right on the cusp of BGH. They're like the perfect targets.
Right.
Anything bigger would just get BGH'd.
And of course, Dr. Brew is the classic turn 7 drop. We do see the muster combo as well, so well, looking pretty good for Firebat. Over on the other side, D2 has like 2 executors and 3 weapons. Not exactly what you want to see, especially if one weapon already equipped.
Yeah. D2 has the Deathbite Whirlwind effect, so maybe he's gonna proc it and execute the, you know what I mean, like punch the face, execute Dr. Boom, see what he gets from the card draw on Acolyte of Pain.
And also see where these bombs land. If the bomb actually hits for 1 in the Acolyte, it'll be disaster. Oh, that's 2, so that's fine. It kills it off.
Guess it's okay, yeah.
It's not the worst. And the other bomb goes to the Armor Smith and kills it as
4!
well.
Alright, they're actually perfect bombs, I guess.
That's pretty good.
Firebat has a very nice turn 8.
He has to be very. Oh no! We know what's gonna happen, right? We know what's gonna happen. Sylvanas and Shield Slam. But oh! Whoa!
Wow!
Wow!
Whoa!
What? No! 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 Right?
Is that not a misplay or what?
Wait, no!
Wait, is there a Shield Slam or is that execute?
No, that was Shield Slam. He Shield
Yeah,
Slammed
he just Shield Slammed it. I don't know why I said that.
What?
That's weird. Don't you want to just steal Sylvanas?
And then
steal Tyrion? That's so big.
I don't know. I'm speechless right now.
Even if you're scared of getting Europe and Harrison Jones, first of all, in this matchup you have so many weapons to get Harrison Jones. And Paladin can't even kill the Tyrion because it has Divine Shield as well.
I'm really surprised by that play.
I think that's
maybe he just didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he just didn't see it. Like
maybe he just didn't see it. He didn't even think about it. It was like a snap, like bam, like Owl Shield Slam.
Bam. Oh man. I don't know. But now, okay, so we're gonna just go ahead with this situation here. I think the game would have been so different if it was played differently. D2 is going to, well, if he equips the Deathbite and goes for face, he might have a chance for lethal here, right?
I definitely think so. He has, what, 5 damage on board? Oh, and the Cruel Taskmaster, which is threatening 2 more damage next turn on the Grom. So yeah, D2 immediately starts to threaten lethal here. Firebat needs to somehow not die.
Well, actually, Lay on Hands and Ignitron actually deals with that really, really well, don't you think?
Yeah.
So he needs to clear the board here and also put the Ignitron, which is pretty easy to do, to be honest.
Oh,
another Muster and Quartermaster combo and the Loatheb as well. But once again, remember guys, like, he is not running any more heals.
Yeah,
right?
so this 3 damage is it. Like, it's permanent in a way, right? The only healing he has maybe is, like, if you want to count True Silver, but that's, like, fake healing, kind of, right? Because...
That's fake healing.
Normally when you, yeah, exactly. Like, normally when you punch minions, you're kind of taking damage, so... I guess you can go face and heal, but... Yeah, so... I don't know... Neutron probably come down here to protect any vulnerable targets for Deathbite.
Wow!
Oh, wow! Interesting.
Wow, he really wants to value the dude for Quartermaster next turn, right?
Yeah, D2
but
is
it just dies to
off.
yeah. Wow. You would assume that it's really easy for warriors to deal 1 damage, right?
Yeah. I think D2 is gonna go for damage here. Maybe not Brawl, but you're definitely attacking with your weapon. You know, because you're threatening lethal again with the Fire War Axe. Right, so you pre-equip the Fire War Axe, because you can't go Grom and Fire War Axe and use the Cruel to proc it. So you don't need to save your Whirlwind for Grom, because you have, you have Cruel.
Exactly. So now, Firebat does need to taunt up, because he otherwise is pretty dead. He can't even heal with his True Silver and expect to live, so he needs to put the Ignitron down right now.
But then again, D2 has a Brawl, so maybe he can Brawl down that Neutron, especially if Firebat commits some other creatures too.
Ooh, Sword is gonna come down here. Dude is gonna come down here. And I believe you do... Okay, wow, that was really fun. I mean...
You don't want to die, right? Now you're...
No.
So, yeah,
but now this is an interesting situation, don't you think? Like, he can actually Sword again and heal for 2 again.
Yeah, but you know the fireworks races down the healing. So
well, if the Neutron survives, it can be pretty big here.
If the Neutron survives, that's so big. In fact, that's like super game changing.
Oh, it's the second last to come out here. D2 is gonna hit the face. He is threatening lethal. Firebat needs something to save him right now.
Yeah,
like right now.
How much life is Firebat at? 12. So he healed 14, which means he's dead.
No, he's dead. He can't live. 14 does not equal 15. Yeah, Loatheb, I mean, kind of stops the Whirlwind, but it does not stop the Cruel.
I think he will drop Loatheb just to cut down some combos of the... Oh, but the problem with Loatheb is... I mean, Whirlwind doesn't kill him anyways, actually. He needs
Whirlwind does with Grommash, right? Oh, it doesn't? Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it doesn't. So there's no point in Loatheb because you're not even playing around the combo.
Right, exactly. But unfortunately for Firebat, here is Jin in D2's hand. We are going to see 12 damage plus 3. And that is going to end Firebat's Paladin run. Well, still, you know, Firebat has 2 more dice. It's even right now. And once again, both players has used the coup, so they have to play the series, you know, kind of as it is. So, yeah, we're to find a counter to the warrior deck.
Yeah, this is actually interesting what happened because D2 never Alex Straza'd Firebat before killing him, and I don't think D2 ever gotten any minion damage. It was just a whole bunch of weapons and then the Grom combo. I guess Grom is a minion, but you know, all that damage the whole game seemed to be from weapons.
Yeah, and another thing about Firebat is that he did use his face to clear the Belcher, remember? And that's 3 health that he would never get back. I feel like that if he didn't hit that, it would have been a bit different too. So, well, I mean, that game's kind of over.